Hi guys, how are you? Hey Nosy,
Hey.
we got a lot going on.
Yes.
So let's just get right into it. I don't even have time for small talk. I really want to get to what's going on. This all started yesterday. For those of you that weren't here yesterday, I was doing a story on how Nicki Minaj was dragging Garcelle. Okay. And Nosy came in and was talking, saying that she was getting messages from the Barbs. Okay.
Yeah.
So Nicki went after yesterday. Wendy Williams and who else? Nosy, you,
Garcelle, me, Lonnie Love, and
Lonnie Love. That's
I
right.
think Jason Lee and Cardi B.
She went after Cardi B again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what happened yesterday. Then we went on Nosy's channel. We tried to have a civil conversation. We spoke to some Barbs and some Cardi B fans, and everybody was allowed to give their input, and then it went haywire. People started yelling at each other. It turned crazy. But then it gets worse. Okay. Because then I thought, okay, well, at least it ended on a good note. Some people went left, but at least we got to talk. What happened last night when we got off your live? What happened?
So I'm on live last night for like 4 hours. I invite the Barbs up. I'm like, Barbs, come over, talk to us. Let's understand what's going on with this Nicki Minaj and Garcelle thing. Why she's so angry. And then, the Barbs were telling me, they were posting on Twitter saying that they were going to send Nicki Minaj everything that I said about her, like on YouTube or whatever. So I didn't really pay any mind. I went ahead and got on YouTube. And then she came and said, the Barbs sent me folders and folders of evidence. Thank you. And I was like, oh, they really did send her something about me. So then I saw that she tweeted to a lawyer saying, I want to add this person to the lawsuit. I want to sue her. I wasn't going to add her at first, but she needs to be added now. And then the lawyer said, okay. So then, and this is all while I'm on my live. So then I end my live. I'm resting. I wake up and Nicki Minaj has followed me. She starts liking multiple posts on my page. And then she slides in my DMs.
She did what?
She slid in my DMs.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. What did she say?
So I can pull it up if you want me to pull it up. It lets me share a screen if you want to do that.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Or I can just tell you.
Yeah. You just tell us. Just tell us. What did she say to you?
So the first message said, you're about to be sued. Was it worth it, dummy? Hope so. And then like the kissy face emoji. Mm-hmm. Then I said, are you okay, Nicki? We're LOL. We're both adults. Would you like to talk, dear? I'm open to a private off-the-record conversation. I'm sure you're still bitter about me helping Jennifer. By the way, Jennifer would be Jennifer Huff, the woman who was assaulted by Kenneth Petty. He admitted to that, so that's not allegedly. He admitted it. Let me know when you're ready to talk like women. Huge fan, by the way. Kissy emoji. Talk to you later. So she said, you're in for a huge surprise. Shout out to losing all your income. I hope speaking on my son was worth it, dummy. We checked. We know you don't have any money to really speak of. So losing all the little advertisement money from YouTube will make a huge dent. You'll only be the first of many, though. Bwahahahahaha. So then I said, are you okay, Nicki? File your lawsuit, okay? I'm not afraid and I won't be intimidated. And then she said, yay! I think she's like going through insomnia, Sharrell. I think she because that can make you crazy. Like she's not sleeping. She's been up for like 3 days attacking people on Twitter and on Instagram. And like, it seems like she's not really getting any sleep because every time you check, she said something else. So there's no sleeping there.
So what are you getting sued for?
Talking about her son. That's what she said. That's what she said in my DMs. She said that, this is what she said. I hope speaking on my son was worth it, dummy.
Okay, why I'm here and why I asked Nosy to come is because this is getting out of control. This is out of hand, and nobody is trying to quiet it down. As you know, a lot of Black women, we know how to drag. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
Nicki knows how to drag.
Yeah.
She has met her match with Nosy, but y'all just gonna keep dragging and dragging and dragging. At some point, it has to stop. Nicki, you can't sue people for having an opinion. You know what your husband's history was before you married him. You are a public figure. I'm going to go on and give you're an icon. People talk about you. What you say matters. I just don't understand. You're mad at Nosy. You're mad at Garcelle. You're mad at Wendy Williams. You're mad at who else was it? Cardi B.
Lonnie Love.
And Lonnie Love. Because people are speaking negatively about your husband. I don't like people talking about my husband either. But you have to realize what you can't control is what people think about you.
Yep.
You might not like it. Nosy says something about your husband. That's her opinion. This has got to stop. I knew when Tasha K lost that lawsuit that anytime you said somebody didn't like, they're going to come with lawsuit. I just got one last week.
Yeah.
From a housewife. We're allowed to have our opinions.
Yeah.
And you might not like it. But
yeah. But as long as you're not like lying on them or threatening them, there's nothing that a blogger can do. See, Tasha K, I mean, she put out that this girl had an STD and then went so far allegedly as to have somebody dig up her medical records. So, I mean, that's a different situation.
Right.
I said that Nicki's baby, Papa Bear, needs to be in therapy. There's sexual assault on both sides of his family. His uncle is a predator in prison right now for assault.
Whose uncle's a predator?
Nicki's brother is in prison right now because his DNA was found inside of a child. You didn't know that, Sharrell?
No, I don't follow rap.
Yeah. So Nicki's brother, Jelani, I think that's his name. Her mother went on and defended him and said that the little girl was coming on to him and everything. It's a really sick family. And this is not an accusation. Everybody watched this happen. But the DNA showed that it was his DNA found inside of the little girl. You can look up the court case. This is not me making accusations. This is all on record. And he's in prison right now serving time. The people in the comments will probably tell you. So that's Nicki's side of the family with that predator, her brother. Then on the father's side, the father is the predator. So with a baby being born with like that kind of assault and that kind of like trauma on both ends of the family and famous and in the public eye, why wouldn't he need therapy? And why wouldn't Nicki Minaj want to get her son therapy knowing that there are predators on both sides of that family so that she would not raise someone to be like her baby daddy and her brother? Why wouldn't you? I don't understand why she's saying that I said something wrong by saying that the baby needed therapy. Now, I did say that the baby is cockeyed because he is. But that's not something that you can sue me for, Nicki. His eye is wonky.
Do you feel you went too far with calling the baby cockeyed?
Well, I didn't call the baby cockeyed at first. I started calling the baby cockeyed after she sent her Barbs to harass me and threatened to rape my puppy.
What? Oh, God.
Yeah. They added me to a group chat. Nicki was in it, and they were constantly throwing threats at me. I gave the threats to NYPD last year.
And I saw the threats that we were getting last night.
Yeah.
Barbs are coming strong. They don't want you to say anything bad about their girl. Some of them did say, do you remember this? That when Nicki's antics cover up the fact that she's a good rapper, the best. So it covers up her accolades. All I'm saying, I think that tempers are flaring here because at the end of the day, you could threaten lawsuit all day, but that makes the situation worse. She didn't lie or make up something. This is different than the Tasha K case, but she said she dragged you.
Yeah.
And that unfortunately is legal. It's legal. I'm not saying nothing on Nosy speaking on Papa Bear because Pink Wig had no issue defending, I don't know what that is. Oh, racist boss attacking Garcelle's son. And listen, Nicki, I don't know if you realize what you're doing. you don't like the fact that Nosey's dragging you, but you're dragging other people. You were calling Garcelle out of her name, calling her itches and hoes, and I think you're just losing your temper.
Yeah, I think she's going through insomnia and like she needs to try to sleep because she's been doing this for 3 days and insomnia had me suicidal before. So insomnia is serious. When you can't sleep, your thoughts won't shut off and you can't relax, but your body is so tired, but your mind keeps going. That's miserable. Nicki needs to go check herself into a hospital somewhere. But
why do you think you're going so hard and why are you so passionate about this?
Well, I mean, like, you can't just bully people. And like, she tried to also bully Jennifer Huff and try to get Jennifer Huff to recant. And any woman who is a rape survivor would know, you don't come and tell me 20 years after this happened to me that I need to go and say that it never happened so that your husband can travel with you and be free and not have to register anymore. How dare you try to get me to say that I lied about something that's serious? That's what they did to Jennifer Huff. So she's just an all-around bully, and I don't like bullies. And I'm a news blogger. I do celebrity news. Like, that's what I do. So you're not going to tell me I can't report on you when you are a celebrity. That's not how that works, ma'am. Stop being famous then. Don't be famous and people won't report on you. Mm-hmm. I don't know what she's going through, but now she has gang members threatening to kill me on her behalf. They posted it. They said it to her in my comments. She's in my comments, egging them on, liking things, agreeing with them. I got all kinds of screenshots. You are a celebrity. So me saying something on my tiny little channel with 12,000 subscribers, whatever. You are a huge celebrity with 200 million followers, and you come over and follow me and then start bullying me all through my comments. If you wanted to sue me, just go sue, sis. Get a lawyer and go.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Well, I want I need to sue because look at what she's done. She's got people threatening to kill me.
Yeah. Do you think that Nicki has no control over the Barbs and these threats that you're getting?
Well, I don't think that she wants to control I think that she has control because she tells them to do it. She eggs them on. She's in group chats with them. When they say things about people, she'll like it. Somebody told her to sue me yesterday and she liked that comment. So she will encourage them. She has control. She'll encourage them to do it all the time.
Well, okay. All right. So this is getting worse and worse and worse. Y'all going at each other. What does she want you to do, you think? Just not bring up, what do you think it will make this stop? You stop mentioning Kenny or you stop mentioning Jennifer?
Nothing's going to make it stop because the reason why Jennifer was on the reel was because of my messy, nosy subscribers on my channel. We kept pushing the hashtag surviving the petties. We kept pushing it. We kept tagging blogs. The story got out there. The next thing you know, this woman was on the reel telling her story in front of everybody. And that started on my channel. And Nicki knows that. She's never going to forgive that. She's never going to forget it. And she's been waiting for any little thing that I say. So, and now she's in a insomnia rage. So now she's like, let me just get everybody now. There's nothing that I can do. I could delete my whole channel and go away and she would still try to bother me because I encouraged Jennifer Huff to tell the world what her husband did and what she did.
So you saying if you backed off, she's still going to come for you?
Yes, absolutely. The way she was acting in my chat, in my DMs, she's enjoying it. And then she also she got a screenshot of our messages and she put out like a portion of it to make it seem like I was apologizing and kissing her ass. She didn't show her fans the whole thing. So I just had to show it on my channel. I had to go on my channel and show the whole thing. So she's trying to control the narrative and make herself look like she has some kind of control over me because she likes to feel like she can bully people. I'm not going to back down from her.
So you feel like right now she's bullying you and this is why you won't back down because you feel like she's trying to control the narrative.
If I go away and I'm quiet and then she sends some gang member to kill me, nobody's going to know because I didn't make any noise. I'm going to make noise.
I did see the threats. You're not making them up. Yeah. You did share them on your channel. People can go over there. The Barbs are going crazy. They're going in on her, but they're threatening her life. And Nicki's kind of encouraging it because she's liking them.
And
The post.
also they had Barbs get on my channel and like trying to perform sex acts on
Yeah.
people. So I had to
Yeah.
take that video down, but I'm uploading that to my blog tonight, noseyheauxlive.com. But I did another video where I showed the DMs. So I showed them everything that she said to me in the DMs. Because I wasn't gonna show any of it, but she showed a portion of it, so I had to show it.
Nosey, Nicki's mad. She's going too far.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you just back up and be the better person?
If I go and sit down and say, okay, well, I'm just gonna be quiet, she's gonna send some gang member to fucking kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be dead, and nobody's gonna even like people. My family might know. No, I need to make as much noise about this as possible because she needs to leave me alone. And if you don't know, Sharrell, Kenneth Petty was in a relationship with a girl named Redbone No. He was with Redbone No when he ran into Nicki Minaj at that turkey drive. He was living with the girl Redbone.
Mm-hmm.
So he ran into Nicki. He went off with Nicki and never went back home to Redbone. And then Redbone sees him on Nicki's Instagram. So she hit him up like, what's going on? You're supposed to be coming back and you're with Nicki Minaj. So Kenneth Petty said to Redbone, like, chill, I'm trying to get us a bag, right? Like, I'm trying to get us some money. Like, he was telling her he's using Nicki for money. Redbone took the screenshots and put the screenshots out there to show everybody, look, Kenneth Petty, my boyfriend is with Nicki Minaj all of a sudden and telling me that he's only with her for money. All of us, next thing we know, that girl was beat damn near to death.
Okay. So you're telling everybody you're not joking around. You know how to drag, but you're serious. You feel like something can physically happen to you.
Yes. When you go against those people. So look at what happened to Redbone. And even when I spoke to her briefly in her DMs, she told me that she was too afraid to even talk about it. And she wishes Jennifer Huff luck. So they're dangerous. I'm not going to have men come in here and do something to me because like I just went away and I was quiet, because that's what Redbone did. She just left it alone. And next thing you know, that's what happened to her. No, I'm going to tell the whole world, everybody who will listen, I'm going to tell them Nicki Minaj is in my DMs. She's in my comments threatening me, threatening to sue me, sending her barbs to try to hurt me. They're saying they're going to kill me to her. And she's looking at these comments, liking them and everything. So if something happens to me, that's what happened. I already gave the screenshots to people in my family and people who care about me so they will know too. But I'm going to let every blog that I can talk to know. So no, I'm not going to be like Redbone. Sorry. I'm sorry that happened to that girl, but it's not going to be me. It's only me and my French bulldog here. And I'm not going to have anybody doing anything to us ever. I have to protect myself and my dog.
Okay. Why do you feel she's threatening you? To get you to shut up? Or is she mad?
She's angry. Oh, it doesn't matter if I shut up. She's angry. I talked for 2 years about her husband and everything that her husband did. And then her husband's childhood friend came on my channel. And even he said that Kenneth Petty was a predator, but he didn't know that back then. So everybody's come on my channel and like outed Kenneth Petty for what he is. She's angry. It's nothing. It's no being quiet anymore. She doesn't care if I'm quiet. She's angry. She's bitter. She's mad that people know about Jennifer. Nobody knew who Jennifer was. She told people that Jennifer was white and people believed it. Now I put it out there. Nope, she's not white. She was never your baby daddy's girlfriend. That's not true. She's not older than him. That's not true. She's angry. She's angry because nobody else knew who she was. And my loud mouth exposed it.
At this point, things is getting really out of hand. And Nicki, at some point, you have to just back up and please stop bullying people. You can't go cussing out Garcelle. You was calling Garcelle out of her name, cussing out Nosey. And then when they retaliate, you get even more mad. It's just making things worse. At some point, I want all parties to step back. But Nicki, you're not stepping back. You letting your temper get the worst of you. The best of you. And if you really calm down and think about it, Nicki, you can't go after everybody that says something bad about your husband. You guys are public figures. And especially when you're saying bad things about other public figures too. This has to stop. It has to stop. It's getting out of hand. I don't want it to turn into a bigger situation where people really do get hurt. And because, Nosey, you speak up for yourself a lot, you know how to drag people, you're saying you, in the bottom of your heart, feel that this could get way out of hand.
Yeah, she's dangerous. She's dangerous. She's
All
dangerous.
right.
But I have a lot of screenshots, and I just honestly, and you know what? Like I was gonna just like let it go and like laugh about it, like whatever. She's gonna sue me, whatever. You ain't gonna get no money, sis. So, and nobody's gonna like allow you to think you can come and sue me for like saying that your son needs therapy so he doesn't end up like his father and your brother, and that his eye is wonky when it is wonky. Like nobody's gonna let you sue me for that. So, but I was just gonna laugh it off until like the threats and like people calling my phone over and over, which I'm gonna show tonight on my blog when I upload
They
that video.
they are calling. I do see it. What do you say to the Barbs as spitfiring man that you brought her child into this? What do you?
Nothing. Nothing. I don't
You got
care.
nothing to say?
No, fuck them.
Okay. Well, look, Barb's is making it worse. Everybody's getting out of control. At some point, let's just settle down and see if we can talk. I'm about to take calls from the anybody that wants to call in, Barb's included. Will you speak to them, Nosy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Before we do all of that, let me bring up Perry. Hold on one second. So there, I dropped the link. Anybody that wants to call in, you can. But I have to you have to show me your face, all because of what happened to Nosy with the P bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, this chat is going so fast. I done lost the. Hold on, it's going fast. Ooh, that was quick.
Yeah,
Perry, you're good at calming situations. Where do we go from here?
I'm gonna say, hey, hi, Nosy. Look, the whole thing is this whole thing truly got to slow down. As many times people think, oh no, we just backing this person, we doing this, and things get out of hand and go too damn far. Now, I would say this, and I know, everybody individuals and we have anger, but I think we should keep the kids out. But also, I do understand that nobody deserved to get death threats. You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's when we going too damn far, in my opinion. And I watched Nosy show, a couple hours of it, and then a lot of people changed the narrative of the argument. The beef, I think, with Nicki and Nosy is not about who had a number one rap hit. It's about her husband's past. And like Nosy said, that stuff is documented. Now, you can believe it, not believe it, you can check it. I haven't even checked it, but my thing is not to here to go back to check it. It's to say this. It needs to slow down before things get out of hand. Like when people have a big following, it's some psychos out there, seriously. And you need to be somebody feel like their life ain't worth nothing and they want to just make a name for themselves. That's all it takes. It really needs to slow down and just stay on point, because I think oftentimes, like I was watching Nosy show, everybody talking about hit records, this, they're bringing Cardi B. No, the issue Nosy and Nicki have is just about her husband's past. Nicki knew about this. She is a public person. And I get it. Nobody want nobody talking bad about nobody. But the whole thing is you cannot go back and erase history, but you can ignore it. Just let it go. If that's the man you want, be with him.
Yeah.
And realize, not everybody gonna support your record. Not everybody's gonna support your life. Everybody got an individual opinion. Nosy got her opinion. Sharrell, you got yours. I got mine. Like I said, man, you don't really follow rap like this, but at the same time, this went further than rap to me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's going too far.
It's going too far. It's going too far. Let me start taking some other calls. Hold on. Sebastian, sound off.
Okay, hi guys, how are you guys? First of all, Nicki and her Barbs are going a little too far. I even see them in the chat. They're just throwing fire. They're going too far. This whole situation only happened because Nicki decided to lay herself with an offender and marry said offender and had a child with said offender, which is her choice. That's her choice. I respect her choice, but she can't be mad when people are reporting stories that has to do with the survivor of her offender, of her husband. She can't be mad for this. Like, she's going a little too far. This is why I don't even like you anymore. I used to love you, Nicki, but I've already lost everything I had for you. I have lost everything I had for you. And I hope that one day you can open your eyes and realize what you were doing is wrong. You see, look at the Barbs in the chat. They're already saying next caller.
I know. Yeah. This keeps-
Barbs. And you have a toxic fan base that is just horrible. Oh.
D, what do you want to add to the conversation?
Okay.
You're on mute.
So
Okay, go
yes,
ahead.
I'm there. Okay, so this is how I feel. I honestly think all this animosity from Nicki, she's not mad at Nosey. She's not mad at Cardi. She's not mad at anybody. She's mad at her husband.
Her
She's
husband?
mad. Yes, she's taking all the anger out on her husband.
Well, no. I think I understand what you're saying, that she's putting the blame on everybody else, but it should be her husband. But she's taking the blame on the people that getting death threats, on the people who's getting threatened lawsuits. That's who she's putting it on.
Yes.
But I understand what you're saying. You said her anger is coming from the person she chose to be with.
Yes, exactly, Perry. Yep. That's exactly how I feel. Because Nicki has been on one for like the past couple of weeks. Any little thing, she comes out and say negative stuff. She's been in the blogs a lot for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know what the issue. Well, I can't say I don't know what the issue is, because that's what I feel. I feel she's angry at her husband. And honestly, what Nosey said about her son might have to go through therapy and stuff like that. I mean, it's true, because at the end of the day, his uncle and his father both have this background. And that's something that, you know, he's definitely going to have to deal with that when he gets older.
And you agree, Nicki can't sue the world. You can't sue everybody that has an opinion about this crazy situation.
I don't even think she has a case against Nosey.
I don't think so either.
But I have a case against her.
What would your case be?
I mean, she's sending people like to threaten me, and then she's like, she did that on purpose. She knew, she knows she's a public figure. She's been famous for 15 years. So you go and follow someone, and then go in there and comment, talking crazy to them, and you know you have a psychotic fan base of sycophants. She knew exactly what she was doing. So yeah, she sicked her fans on me, and now they're threatening my life, calling me over and over. Like, no, I have a case against her.
Hi, Lisa. What do you have to add to the conversation?
I'm gonna tell you like this, like, I'm on Nosey side. Girl, Nosey, get your good look and sue her tail, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'll sure you already told you on paper. I do not like Nicki. I never liked her. I don't think she's a good rapper. Okay, move on, draw a bridge. Okay, number one, you married that man. You got with him, not us. You chose. You knew what it was when you married him, so you already knew the public was gonna come after him. Okay, and MTV and lost their mind by give you the Michael Jackson award. They got after him. They gave the wrong person an award, baby, on MTV.
I don't think Nosey should sue. I'm for staying out of court.
She tried to dox me also.
Oh God.
I mean,
what
but
happened?
if somebody come after you, somebody send death threats after you, she should sue. Uncall the police to do something. She send death threats after people.
She tried to put what she thought was my name in the chat. Yep.
Getting crazy. Hi, Stephanie.
Because if something happened to Nosey, we seen her talking, but something got to go. Nosey, you need to sue her, because something happened to you. People gonna be like, "Wow, this is gone too far now." All these lawsuits now.
I'm not a fan of lawsuits. Can we stop talking lawsuits?
Right.
Because
y'all stop threatening lawsuits, people.
I'm not
gonna
talk or threaten it. I'm not gonna talk or threaten it. So she's talking. I'm not gonna talk or threaten it. I think people should know that about me by now. But go ahead, sis.
Okay.
Stephanie, what do you have to add?
I just want to say this. I'm not here to convince anybody to be a Nicki fan, and nobody will convince me not to be a Nicki fan. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. However, I'm a reasonable human being, and I have sense. So I'm gonna say this to Nosy and to everybody here who believes that Nicki is mad at you guys for talking about her husband. That is not it. I can assure you. It has nothing to do with that.
How can you assure us on her thoughts though? You're not Nicki.
No, I'm not. But I'm telling you, that is not. That's your opinion. Your opinion is her son is a disgusting. All those nasty things you said about her son. That was your opinion.
I never one time said a baby was.
Nosy, I've seen all your videos, sis. Let's not argue.
And I'm nosy, so I've never said her son is disgusting ever. I would love for you to pull that up.
So Stephanie, you feel that that's the root of the problem between Nicki and Nosy?
I actually, when it comes to Nosy, if Nicki wanted to sue Nosy, about what Nosy said about Kenneth Petty, she would have done that a long time ago, and she would have done that to every single blogger who talked about the case. The case is public. The information that Nosy and everybody else was talking about, that's public information. Nicki cannot sue for something that is public, guys.
Right.
It's not about that, Nosy. You have to understand. And I'm not saying you shouldn't drag or do what you got to do. But when you start bringing children involved in it, they have the right to do whatever they need to do. You said some horrible things about that woman's kids. Let's be very clear about it. You did. And at some point, you just need to own up to it and move on. You can still drag her. I'm here for some Nicki drag. I'm a Nicki stan. And it's okay for her to get dragged sometimes. But leave people's kids out of it. Y'all gotta stop that. You have no business. You have no business, Nosy.
I want to say her baby's cockeyed.
Okay. That's not what you said. That's not the only thing you said.
Her baby's cockeyed and he needs therapy.
Nosy, stop backtracking. That's not the only thing you said. You said your videos are online.
Your wig. Her baby's cockeyed and he.
That's not all. That's not all you said. Who are you to tell somebody whether the child needs therapy or not? Are you a doctor? Are you a psychologist?
I'm not. I don't need to.
Are you a psychologist?
Or let me ask you this, Stephanie. What about this, Stephanie?
His daddy's a rapist and his uncle's a rapist.
You see, this is why your ass gonna get sued, bitch. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about somebody.
Girl, you are so angry.
Stephanie,
I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm saying this from a mother's perspective.
Okay, hold on, Nosy. Hold on, Nosy.
I'm saying this. I'm telling you, Nosy. I'm being reasonable with you.
Hold on.
You gotta leave her son out of it. Her son didn't choose to be here.
Let me say this. Hold on, Nosy. Let me
her son
say this.
did not choose to be here. You have no business.
Hold on, Nosy. Let me say this.
I'm gonna buy you a new wig. Calm down.
Stephanie.
I'm calm.
Come on, y'all, be calm.
Nicki's
Listen to this, Stephanie. You have to admit this. Nobody's hands is clean. Nicki has been going.
I never said Nicki's hands were clean, Sharrell. What I'm saying is Nicki has the right to come after Nosy based off of what Nosy said about her child. That's facts. Let's be clear. We cannot defend other people and not defend Nicki too.
So now they're saying that Nicki has the right to send people to threaten to kill.
She has the right to defend herself. She had the right to go in your DMs. She had the right to clown you because of what you said about her child.
So Stephanie,
it doesn't matter if she's a celebrity. Nicki Minaj is not Beyonce. Not everybody can have Beyonce's attitude. But do you know what Beyonce fans does? They go and make sure you go bankrupt.
So where does it end?
It ends when Nosy stop talking. Sharrell, Nicki will never sue you. Sharrell, Nicki will never sue you. You said what you gave your opinion.
Hold on, Nosy. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Let me say this. No one will sue Sharrell and win. You know why? Because Sharrell doesn't do what Nosy does.
Y'all are creepy.
Nosy attacks Nicki personally. You give your unbiased opinion. That's why I'm here. That's why a lot of Barbs still watch you, Sharrell. Okay? And we don't even mind when Nosy give her unbiased opinion about Nicki. We don't care. I think that's why people think a lot of Barbs are delusional. They're psychotic.
Wow.
What about this, Stephanie? What about
you screaming at the top of your lungs over?
Nosy, because you don't listen. That's why.
Okay, hold on, Michelle, calm down.
You don't listen.
Your wig is about to fall off over a woman that you've never met.
I'm not falling off of anybody, Nosy. I give you my opinion.
Okay, everybody stop. Everybody stop.
I'm not mad.
Women who look like Black China, she would never even be friends with you.
Hold on one second, Nosy. Hold on.
What exactly is this?
Hold on, D. Everybody. Y'all, come on, y'all.
Nosy is attacking my lungs because
you're screaming over a celebrity that you've never met. I'm wondering if you're okay. And you sound Jamaican. Don't y'all smoke weed?
No, I'm not Jamaican. Stop calling me. I'm not Jamaican.
Nosey, hold on.
You see what she's doing? Do you see what she's doing now?
Yeah, but you're
You
doing the same
attacking
thing.
me on my
Somebody's
looks.
got
I
to
never
quiet down.
attacked you.
Everybody
on your
just
looks.
stop. Just stop. Just
I
stop.
never did that.
Everybody just stop. I'm only talking to Stephanie. We're going to go one at a time. Stephanie, how do you put an end to this? Because you said Nicki's hands ain't clean either. How do we stop her from threatening people? What do we do?
Nicki will never threaten to sue anybody who never brought her child into the thing. Nicki saw Nosey's video, and that's when she reached out to her lawyers. What Nosey said was horrible, guys, about her child. Nosey, I know you know this. Like me and you as women, you know what you said. You were in your feelings, and it went there. It went there.
You're the only
that's
one.
all.
All right, hold on, Stephanie. Let Nosey respond. Nosey, respond to what she said.
This woman seems unhinged, but that's just kind of a typical Barb thing. I don't have any feelings to be in about a baby that I don't know or care about. I'm not even a baby person. I don't care about babies. That's why I have a dog. So there's no feelings. I really just reported on whatever story was going on at that time, whether it was Jennifer Huff or something with Nicki and Cardi or whatever was happening, because that's what I actually do, and I actually get paid for it. Unfortunately, Nicki don't write checks for the Barbs, and I don't know. She finds these people come out and give me a phone, and they get
at some point, Stephanie, doesn't Nicki have to
chest like this? Y'all don't know that, girl. Y'all have to calm down because y'all threaten people, and y'all are gonna be the one.
I would never come on this internet and threaten anybody.
Excuse me, I was talking. She's not gonna get you out of jail, and you don't. From the looks of you, you can't get yourself out. So chill.
All right.
Not Nosey dragging me when I have my own business and I have a job in bank.
Okay, everybody be quiet. I'm bringing up another person.
You got electrical tape wrapped around a Ronald McDonald wig, sis. Wait a minute.
I'm not offended. I would never feel bad for you to do that.
But you have electrical tape bandaged around a Ronald McDonald wig. I don't know what's going on, but you're not the type of chick that Nicki would hang with. So I'm just wondering why you're going so hard.
Excuse me, Nosey. Excuse me, Nosey. Excuse me, Nosey. Nosey. And excuse me, Nosey. I like you, and I like your things you say, but Stephanie do have a little bit of point. She do, because her son, Nicki's son, is not a part of the public, and you did say some things. I'm just saying this is my opinion. This is my opinion. You did go too far talking about her son.
And I have a right.
Like you. I do. Like I believe I'm on your side. What you said.
I know. I'm on my own side. I don't need nobody on my side. You should know that about me by now. I stand on my own.
That's true. Hold
on, sis. And I cover the ground that I stand on. I'm not no buddy type, bosom buddy type bitch. I cover me all the way over here. I have a right to go too far. I didn't threaten anybody, and I didn't lie on anybody. So whatever I say in this freedom of speech country that I live in,
not all freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
Too far or not, that's your business. But the law is not going to do anything to me.
That's what you think.
Well, then let them do it. You're not the law. You have a run. You work for McDonald's, so let them do it. And you worry about you.
All right, hold on. Veronica, I want to bring you up, but I want to see.
That's something.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Everybody be quiet for a minute. Veronica, show me your face and you can come up. Show me your face. Okay. Oh, she hung up. All right. Tulsa, what do you have to add to the conversation?
Hi, everybody. Hey, Nosey, how are you doing? You remember that funeral that you did for me, and everybody was
wait, what funeral? Hold on.
She did a funeral. Now you're getting your moment. Now you're getting your moment.
All right, Tulsa, I love you. I just really
but now she's getting her moment. See, it don't pay good to be evil to motherfucker.
Okay,
Tulsa, now you're getting your karma. You are getting your motherfucker
going on. You okay?
Okay, Tulsa, I don't want no arguing. I don't want no arguing. Let me bring up someone else.
That's testosterone. You okay?
Hey, Kurz. Wow.
Oh my God, Sharrell, what a freaking day, right?
Yeah.
You on Instagram talking about it. Now we have to come back over here and get the rest of it. But okay, my one question is, hi, Nosey. Okay, so you did that interview with Jennifer. years ago, right? And
Yeah.
so why is Nicki bringing this up now? And why does she single out Garcelle? You know, Garcelle just got to be the ambassador for Cyber Smile, the anti-cyber bullying globalized thing, right? So I was thinking maybe that's why she got specific with Garcelle, because now she's supposedly anti-cybering. And but it doesn't make any sense. And does she have a new project coming up? Like, it just doesn't make, this was all out of the blue. Like you said,
No, it's
let me ask you this, Stephanie, since you're the only Barb up here so far. If you're a Barb, call in.
And if you're Barb, don't come here and act like the people say you are. Try and be reasonable. Okay? That's all I'm you see, I'm real. Try and be reasonable. Even if Nosey drag me and call my wig ugly, I'm in my house, so I can look however I want. That don't offend me. I say what I say and I keep it pushing.
Oh,
but
I didn't
listen,
say to offend you. I just called a spade a spade. I wasn't saying
it's not a spade. You were trying to. You think
no,
you were trying to drag, but you missed.
Okay,
because
girl.
I don't care.
Nobody's trying to
so let's
you.
move on.
Sharrell,
go ahead.
But Stephanie, you have to admit this has gone too far on both sides.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I disagree. You know why? I disagree. You see, this is what happens when people put Nicki were on hiatus for almost a year, guys. And Nosey, they were having fun. They were dragging this woman going back and forth.
No.
She never. Let me say my piece. They were doing what they were doing and collecting their YouTube checks. And nobody cared, because at the end of the day, for me, I don't care what you say about Kenneth Petty. That's Nicki's choice, and she's gonna have to live with that. That is facts. Nobody is arguing about it. I'm sure Nicki is aware of this.
Stephanie, you're not admitting to the fact that Nicki went too far too.
No, she did not. I disagree. You know why?
Yes, it's okay.
Cardi B does this all the time, and nobody says Cardi B went too far. But when it's Nicki, then Nicki goes too far.
Nicki went too far. That was too far.
It's okay to
go into your DMs. Say something about my child, and you're gonna know if I go too far or not. You can't tell people how to react when you talk about their children.
You're too hype. You don't know Nicki. She's not gonna be. She's not.
I don't care if I know Nicki. I'm speaking for the facts.
Follow you because you're yelling. So Sharrell,
Stephanie, you cannot
having somebody threaten to murder.
Hold on, Nosey. Stephanie, you cannot send people death threats. That's going too far.
The people who sending Nosey death threats, Nosey should sue them. Listen, I'm not here for that. That's why I'm saying the Barb's not gonna come up here. They're gonna have to speak like the way we're all speaking. They cannot threaten her. But nobody's life is worth that.
Stephanie, I want you to acknowledge that Nicki goes too far too.
I will not acknowledge that, because that is not the facts. In my opinion. Now you can have yours.
So if I get in an argument with you, you're gonna send people to send me death threats?
She never sent anybody. The Barbs are in protective mode. Nobody likes this woman. Everybody try to come against her. So the Barbs are her army. Of course they're gonna come after you. Hello? It's normal. Beyonce fans does that all the time. Trick Daddy said Beyonce
not normal.
Okay. Well,
that went after her kid. Why is she going after Garcelle?
I'm gonna tell you why. The same way none of them had regard for Nicki's son when they had that lady on the show. The second thing is, Lonnie, the reason why Nicki said she would drag Lonnie is because allegedly Lonnie was the one who orchestrated this whole thing through Jason Lee, okay, to get that lady on the show. Then she hid her hands by not showing up to the show.
What was the problem with the lady coming on the show? What was the problem with the lady coming on the show? What's the problem?
That's not the problem. The problem is they never reached out to Nicki for comment or for anything.
Why do they
lied?
Reach out to Nicki?
They lied about
all right, listen. You guys take a break. I'm bringing up someone else. Nicki fans, show me your face and I'll bring you up. Okay, thank you, Nicki. You can go back on Avatar.
Sharrell.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm bringing somebody else up.
My question is for Nosey. I mean, I have children myself, and kids is off limits. You know, I mean, I like Nicki and everything, and whatever went on with her husband, that's her business. But for you to come at kids, it's disgusting.
Okay.
But how? Listen.
I mean, you disgusting. Like, I don't understand. What do her child have to do with the whole situation? What went on with her husband? That has nothing to do with her child.
Well, I said,
and it seems to me, my thing is, it seems to me that you don't like kids. Being that you say, "Oh, I don't like kids because I got a dog." You don't like kids.
I don't have to like kids.
That's Nosy, you said that
but you don't have to talk about people.
Let her talk, Stephanie.
But you don't have to talk about people's children.
Okay, well,
if somebody talked about my kids, I would feel a certain way. I love my kids to death. You know what I'm saying? And I thank God every day for me having my kids. There's some people out here that cannot have children, and it's a pleasure for them to conceive and have kids. But for you to be on a platform that you're on talking about people's kids, you're disgusting.
Now, Nicki fan, I want to ask you this.
Can I speak after you, Sharrell?
Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Nosey. Go ahead.
Okay. So to the women in the chat who have chosen to be child free, I know most of the older women who are like Gen X and baby boomers, they might not get this. And some of the older millennials too. But the women who are like millennials and Gen Z, a lot of women are choosing in 2022 not to have children. There's studies that show that women who don't marry or have children actually live longer.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Excuse me, I'm speaking.
My grandmother was 90 years old and she lived long.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
She had 4 kids.
Y'all, we gotta keep this calm. Let's keep it calm. Nosey, go ahead.
On your rant about how you're so blessed. So I'm talking to the children, the women who are child free in the chat. Also, there's a Bloomberg study that came out that shows that women who don't have husbands and children are getting richer. So nobody in the chat who has chosen not to have children needs to feel bad that you didn't subscribe to baby mama culture. That's first of all. Second of all, people don't have to like children. People can like what they like.
I understand, but people don't have to.
Hold on, Nicki fan. Okay. I want everybody else to be quiet. Everybody else to be quiet for a minute. I'm talking strictly to Nicki fan. Nicki's fan.
Okay, yeah. Nicki's fans don't really have self-control, so they can't stop interrupting. I just want to point something out. A lot of Nicki says these bitches is my son. She's talking about her Barbs. A lot of them have like mommy and daddy issues and shit. So they look to Nicki to be like a parental.
All right, let me tell you what I'm getting ready to do. Hold on, everybody, hold on. Harry, I'm getting ready to drop you. Did you have anything else to say?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Let's keep it small like this. Nicki fan, I want to ask you a question. You're going in on Nosey. You're upset at Nosey for bringing up Nicki's kids, but you have to acknowledge that that Nicki probably shouldn't even have said anything to Nosey because she's allowed to say public things. Is that true?
No, she is. I'm not saying that she's not allowed to say public things, but kids is off limits. That's what my only issue with her is about, is kids. And then talking about that child's eye, how dare you? That's disgusting. Regardless of how his appearance is, he may have a disability, but you're talking about his eye. It's just disgusting.
Have you ever been sent death threats?
No, I haven't been sent because I don't speak on things to make nobody come at me with death threats.
I have for supporting Nicki. I have.
How do you handle death threats?
I log off.
You love them?
I log off the internet.
Log off. At some point, this has to simmer down.
It has to.
Everybody is on a level 10. It has to calm down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Barbs, sometimes y'all fanning the flame too. Everybody has to calm down.
I agree with that too.
Hold on, let me see. Bonji, can you hear us? You're a real a mellow person. How do we calm this down? This is just getting out of hand.
I think logging off is a great way to deal with this. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. The fact are that Nosey wasn't the first one to bring attention to the baby's eyes. Remember this weekend, 50 was retweeting Nicki and tagging her on something that little Kim was meant to have said.
Mm-hmm. That was Kim's baby's eye. That wasn't Nicki's son.
Okay, whatever. It was an eye. So
that doesn't have anything to do with.
I am not done. Can I say what Sharrell asked me, please, without you interrupting?
They can't help it.
So,
go ahead, Bonji.
First of all, I agree with you that babies should not be part of the conversation when we're dealing with public people. Mm-hmm. I agree. Also, I also agree that Nicki needs to tone it down herself. because she has been going after every and anybody on these internet streets. And that's not a good look for her. The last thing I want to say is the R that the husband committed is not a secret. It's public information. And while he was going through that, and her brother was either being investigated or had already been charged, she got with that man. That is a fact. And it doesn't matter what anyone says or thinks. The reason why this man was on the radar of law enforcement again was because he was driving without a license and had not registered as an S offender. Now, as a mother, I wouldn't want to live next to somebody when I have young kids and somebody hasn't declared that they are an S offender.
Wait a minute, I thought they cared so much about their kids though, but they don't care. Okay, go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
So for me, my argument is, if he hadn't committed the crime and married her like any Joe Blow coming off the street, that would be a totally different thing. If these issues were being fabricated against it, that's a completely different thing. And my last comment will be, I have had experience with insomnia, and your brain totally stops working. Certain things that maybe irritate you are magnified beyond a point where you can even respond intelligently to anything anyone is saying. So if that's the issue, her loved ones need to figure out a way to get her to get some sleep, get hydrated, and start to feeling better, because the next thing is she will blow up her career if she's not careful.
Yeah. What about that, Barbs? If Nicki don't stop it, she's going to get a bad reputation, and it's going to influence her career.
She already has a bad reputation.
I was just about to say what Nosey just said.
There's no. She already has a bad reputation.
You people don't. A lot of
Barbs won't stream her music. They're so busy stalking me. They won't stream her music, so she keeps flopping. People are already saying that she's married
for a number one record and number one song.
How was she flopping if she just had a number one record?
What else can she do? What else can she do to her reputation? A lot of people don't want to work with Nicki. Nobody even wanted to give Nicki that award. That's why they had to go get her.
That's a lie.
Nobody else can do it.
She just had a number one record, and she just had a Queen remix that just came out.
So Cardi got that same award in like 2 years that took Nicki like 15. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and keep talking about how Nicki has like done a lot of things over the years to stop her own bag, and this Marion Kenneth Petty thing really stopped it, because nobody wants to be associated with a man who has 99 mugshots and went in court and admitted to pulling a knife and raping a woman. Nobody wants to be associated with a woman who would legally tie herself to that. It's insane.
Okay, Sharrell. I'm not a rap fan, so I'm going to bow out. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Bonji, for calling in. Nicki fan, did you want to respond?
No, I don't have to respond.
Okay.
But
hi, April.
I'm like you sure everything has gone too far. And like I said, I have listened to Nosey, and I am with Stephanie and the other one. I'm not gonna get that far, because you already know, I do not like Nicki. I do not think she's a good rapper, and I always said my piece. But I'm finna clock off too.
Thank you so much,
I say
Lisa.
this right here, Nosey. I love you, but you did go too far talking about her child.
Not in my opinion.
I mean, that's my opinion, Don. But I still love you, baby. I'm still gonna watch you, because you funny to me.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Love you, Nosey. Love you,
okay. Thank you. Go ahead, April. Sound off. April, can you hear us?
Sure. Are you ending the live?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Can you hear? Okay, Nick, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sound off. What did you want to add to the conversation?
Yeah, that is going too far, talking about someone's child.
Can
you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
No, I can't hear April. Go ahead, Nick. What were you saying?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
you. That is okay. I think that is going too far, talking about someone's child. That should be left out of the conversation. Nicki's child and husband has nothing to do with her career in itself. If
You don't want
loved her
anybody to talk about
before,
Nicki's husband?
I don't want
husband,
to. Yeah, like for what? Why?
Look,
Why is he relevant in her career?
He's a public figure with this shady
He's not a
past.
public figure.
He is.
He's not a public figure.
He is. He's a public figure.
The fact that they can't wrap their minds around the fact that anyone now associated with mega superstar 200 million Instagram follower Nicki Minaj, 15 years in the business, anyone associated closely with her is now a public figure. That's why we know Black China, because of Nicki. They can't wrap their minds around it. It's too complicated for them to understand that now that Kenneth,
it's not too complicated to understand.
Now that Kenneth Petty is married to a huge megastar, he's a public figure, and whether y'all like it or not, Papa Bear is a public figure too. If he wasn't, Nicki Minaj wouldn't.
Okay, but Papa Bear is a child and can't defend himself.
Every time Nicki posts something,
Papa Bear is a child and can't defend himself, opposed to you being a grown woman.
Hold on, Nick.
You could say children are off limits for you. You don't fucking tell me what's off limits for me. I don't know what y'all don't get about that. Y'all could come up here and say until the goddamn sky turns red that children are off limits. That's for you. I said I'm going to talk about anybody or anything that's in the news. Children, babies, dead people, your ancestors, your old grandmama, everybody is news. So you say children are off limits for you, but don't speak for me. He ain't off limits.
You see what's happening to Wendy now, right?
Let me ask you,
Nick. Keep making things off limits. You see what's going on with Wendy. Anyway, like I said, children is off limits. Your evil ways is gonna get back to you. That's karma. You'll get your karma. You'll get your karma.
Hold on, Nosey.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Yes.
Nick, do you agree that both sides is going too far? This is going.
I absolutely don't believe Nicki is going too far. She was quiet for way too long, and they've been throwing shots at Nicki for years. Okay, and she has not responded. So now that she's responding.
So she comes out, she starts going after other people. How's that helping?
She's going after the people that's been going after her. She's not in response to anybody. They're in response to her. Nicki tweets were made before the tweets of the girls that came afterwards. And Megan and Cardi have been doing it for years. Cardi was just arguing with a Nicki Minaj fan who has no husband. So why, when she brought up, oh, you want to talk about husbands? My husband is this and this. But Nicki's not arguing with you directly. But you brought up Nicki, her husband, calling him a rapist. This is not a direct argument with Nicki. So you're arguing with Nicki's fans. You replied to Nicki's fans.
Listen, Nick. Nicki gets upset every time her husband is brought up.
I would too. That's her husband. Listen, that's understandable. It doesn't matter what he did. It doesn't matter what he did. She loves him regardless to whatever he did. That's not my place. That's not my business. I don't give a damn about that. I give a damn about that she's a lyricist. I'm tired of these girls being too cute. This is the rap game. They need to get on the track instead of doing all these little sub tweets on Twitter and dragging her husband. Get in a booth, get the pens right, and get on the track. When Jay and Nas went at it, they went at it. All this little catty bullshit girl shit, that's little girl shit. But they all claim they can rap, and they are actresses at best with a script.
Why doesn't Nicki pick up a pen and write? She responds.
Nicki does pick up a pen and write. What do you mean Nicki doesn't write?
Well, I mean, why don't she just focus on her music? Why waste your time on a blogger?
On a blogger?
Yeah.
A blogger that's defaming her, I would waste my time too, because if you're saying false things, that's a problem to me.
She's giving opinions.
And it's funny how when Cardi is currently suing Black Tea Blog and had her address all out there, her kids were threatened, her family was threatened. No one said a goddamn word. They thought it was funny. It was funny. No one said nothing. Now that someone else is getting threatened. Oh, it's us. It's everyone's up in arms. Oh, Nicki. She shouldn't encourage her fans. She didn't encourage a motherfucker to do shit. Nicki cannot control anybody. The same way that the Beehive, when Beyonce came out and told the Beehive, oh hell no, don't do that. The Beehive told Beyonce, what? Mind your goddamn business. You can't control people and what they want to do. They're gonna defend Nicki regardless. Even if she came out and said, "Don't defend me, you guys," they're still gonna do what they want to do. You're gonna have people that's gonna do whatever they want to do.
Nick, this is ridiculous. It's going too far. It's going
All
too
I'm
far.
saying is that this is the line of business that you're in. When you're in the line of business of talking about people, like she said, no whole bars, nothing. She could talk about people, kids expect to be threatened by people's kids, parents, cousins, uncles, aunties, brothers, sisters. Okay, don't fear it. Don't fear the shit that come with what you doing. Remember,
that's gonna make a big mess.
Everybody's karma. Everybody's get hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Way. Remember what happened with Little Kim? Then she shoot up 50 Cent tour bus because he said some bullshit about her. Let me tell you,
cool.
And it's not cool. But I'm telling you, when you already seen it happen, and then you think you can go and do the same thing, that's the meaning of fucking crazy. Doing something the same and expecting a different result. You talk about somebody, and then if they threaten you or kill you, then what?
That's
then what?
Crazy. That's crazy.
What was it worth? Was it worth that check that you was getting off YouTube? Was it worth the check? Because if it ain't worth the check,
hold on.
Then don't talk about it. If it ain't worth that money, don't talk about it.
That's absolutely crazy, Nick. That's crazy. Tonight. And you're creating a hostile environment. Some people have to calm down. They have to calm down. Freddie, what were you gonna say?
But I'm saying you can't tell people to calm down when someone's talking about someone's child. If someone was to talk about my child, I would go crazy too.
So if
someone is talking about someone's child,
you want Nicki to go after Nosey, and then it turns into
I don't want anybody to do anything. What I want people to do is to understand the consequences to their actions. Don't forget there are consequences. So let me tell you something. So you can have a minimal consequence, or you can have a mega consequence. Okay, that's the two results in life. Okay, you only have those two ends of a shitty stick.
No,
so you might just get dragged. You might just get dragged. Okay,
at some point it has to stop.
Sharrell,
why is it when it's only Nicki that it has to stop? When everyone's dragging Nicki, it does not have to stop. As soon as Nicki starts to get hostile and drag, they cannot take it. Do not do something. Don't stand in the kitchen if you can't take the heat. Because once the heat start coming, you can't fan the flames.
Nick, let me let you calm down. Let's go over to Freddie. Freddie, what you got to say?
Sharrell, first of all, I want to thank you so much for allowing me on your show. I've been watching you for a minute. I do want to say, though, please do not get yourself involved with the next Tasha K over here. Because you, girl, I just want to know, what is your thought process of going on live? Mind you, you're talking, you here now saying that it's motherfucking your opinion, but let's be clear, you was on your fucking page talking as if you just had facts, as if it was hardcore facts.
He's a rapist, that's facts.
Hold on, let him finish, and then I'll let you respond, Nosey. Go ahead, Freddie.
The thing is, when it comes to, I get it, when you're a blogger and stuff like that, you have to report on the news. You're not reporting on the fucking news. You clearly said on your page that this is what it's about, basically bashing fucking Nicki Minaj. When this woman don't even fucking know you, you really egged yourself up, telling me something. This girl knows me, this and other. No, we sent her that shit. She didn't know shit about you. Nobody was really checking for you like that up until we got word that Nicki was finna sue your fuck ass. You are wrong as fucking as a grown black woman tearing down another grown black successful woman. You ain't got them type of coins to be feeling like you.
How you know? What the fuck you know?
It's in the material.
Hold
on,
Nick. Hold on. Material.
It's in the motherfucking material.
Get on material.
You ain't got the
you know I can drag. I drag. I'm gonna drag better than
Freddie. Everybody, hold on, no.
Y'all stop. Your Squidward looking at.
Yeah, bitch, you look like a handsome motherfucking slug, bitch.
Nosey.
Now I'm
Nosey. Okay, I'm about to. Y'all want to end it?
You're dirty.
Y'all,
we supposed to talk.
Okay, your mama.
No. Let's talk.
Yeah, my grandmother too.
Yeah. Nosey.
All of them gonna get sued.
Freddie, stop.
With your broke
y'all
ass.
Stop.
Okay, as long as they get
it's no good.
Y'all stop.
Freddie, let's calm down. We here for Nicki. Let's get this
stop.
together.
Nick, stop. Just stop.
Where's his man?
Freddie. I want to talk to Freddie. Ooh, this is a mess. See why it's never going to stop. You have to agree that this is going too far. They talking about, we got people talking about kids. We got people sending out death threats. It's getting nastier and nastier. Will you agree that this is going too far?
Yes, it has all gone too far. But how much can this woman take? First of all, let's not forget, she took a whole 4-year hiatus. I want to say back in whenever the Sheetha thing came out with Remy. She took a whole 4 years off. And then every day they were still bringing her up. She didn't say nothing. Motherfuckers was lying on her.
Hold on, Nosey. Hold on.
But then when she finally speaks on it, motherfucker want to play the victim. Mind you, Nicki wasn't even talking about it. And it's so crazy, the fucked up and how bothered that bitch is with this afro. She's
not
so
bitch,
bothered.
not bitch. Come on. Not bitch.
Now first is a black woman.
Hold on, Nosey. Hold on. Let him talk. Let him talk.
Nicki wasn't even talking about her.
Hold on, Nosey.
Then you talk
Nosey.
I don't want the respect you ain't trying to give out, love.
Y'all, please stop. Y'all stop. Nosey, let him finish.
Do the colorism, Sharrell.
Girl, shut up.
Okay, stop. Okay, Freddie, stop. Okay, this is done. Thank y'all for calling in. I can't. Thank y'all for calling in. Freddie, I appreciate the call.
Well,
thank you, Nick, for calling.
You should be somewhere sucking.
Girl, fuck you, bitch.
No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Oh my God. Woo!
I don't know why these women don't teach their sons how to put those knobs.
Latoria, can you talk calmly?
You know I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. Nosey is not the only one Nicki has gone after and has got threats.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it really has nothing to do with what she said about the child. She didn't say anything that bad about the child. I listened to all of her lives.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicki also, there's another blogger, Hot Shot Radio, that had Jen on there numerous times. Every time he comes live, Jen's in the chat and she talks back and forth with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicki and her Barbs, or whatever they're called, because I'm over 60, so I don't know what her fans is called really, but she threatens people. She's a bully.
Mm-hmm.
And every single person that has anything to do with Jen, she threatens them.
Told you.
Darren, what do you have to say, Darren?
Hey, can everyone hear me?
Very good. Go ahead.
All right. So, by the way, Sharrell, I've been watching you since you was by yourself. So, good love.
Thank
I'm
you.
an off-duty drag queen, so I'm looking crazy right now. But
No, you look really familiar. I feel like I know you. Do I?
I'm from Vegas, but I'm only 24.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. What did you have to say, Darren?
I'm with Nosey. The only thing I can see that anybody can use as an excuse is the cockeyed comment.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I feel like what's wrong with her saying that her child is going to need therapy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He would need therapy. People need therapy just for falling on the fucking ground. Oh, I'm sorry. Falling on the ground. So I feel like her saying, oh, he's going to need therapy because his father and his uncle are S.
Yeah. Don't say it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're S offenders.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And another thing is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, everybody went black.
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now.
All right. Did y'all hear everything I was saying?
Yeah, you said the only thing is, and then you blacked out.
Okay. What I was saying was there's nothing wrong with her saying that their kid needs therapy because he would need therapy. Not only would he need therapy for the father and the uncle, but her as well because they're all problematic. And then the second thing is, I just feel like because I'm a foster kid, I needed therapy just because of simple little shit. I'm sorry, I'll be cursing. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I feel like him coming up with the parents that he's having, he's gonna need therapy.
Oh, this is crazy. I'm gonna bring up more
I'm just
people.
a little worried about Nosey. I'm just a little worried about Nosey because I've seen what happened to Hot Shot and what was going on with the threats. and him having to get security and different things for his family, because Nicki and her husband both are involved heavily with gangs in New York. That's a known fact.
They
And
already had gang blood members threatening to kill me today for Nicki, and they were saying it to her in my comments.
And that scares
What happened
me.
to Hot Shot, Toria?
He had to take a break and get off social media for a while, and he had some pretty scary things happen to his family and stuff with Nicki.
This is why I'm doing this. This is what I'm trying to prevent.
Nicki is not the person that people think she is. I'm telling you, and she's really stressed right now because she got correctional officers coming in and out her house 24 hours a day randomly, because he's on house arrest now for like 18 months, where they gotta randomly check his urine, randomly check his car, randomly check all his electronic devices. It's a lot going on in her house right now with him being on this house arrest. And the only reason he's on house arrest, because we read all the transcripts, is because she secured the money to pay for his fine, or the judge wasn't going to do it. And plus his lawyer said that he is the only babysitter for that child, because Nicki goes out of town on business all the time and he has to watch the child. That the nannies they have do not stay overnight 24 hours, which I know was a crop.
They can't stay overnight with him, with his.
Everybody froze. I don't know what's happening. Thank you, Darren, for calling in. I appreciate your call.
I have one more thing. Can you hear me correctly?
There's another case going against her right now. Jen does have another case against Nicki and him that they're in court for, because she was threatened.
I can't handle it. There's another case?
Yeah, she was threatened, and that girl, Sharrell, had to move so many times because of Nicki and her goons. They had to move so many times. You don't know they even went to her child's school, everything. There's been a lot done to Jen. You only know a piece of it. There's been so much done to her.
All right, Darren, sound off real quick.
Okay, really quickly, then I'll hop off. I feel like we all need to stop using kids as an excuse to be mad, because I feel like there's no harm in her saying that the kid needs therapy. Okay, I'm gonna say the kids need therapy. The kid's not hurt.
Yeah.
You know, the kid's not gonna be like in the bathroom crying because somebody said that they needed therapy. So I feel like Nicki wants to have a reason to go after Nosey, because not only that, Nicki's not a woman's woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicki does not like being in the same room with other women. So
let me say this, because I ain't never experienced nothing like this before in my life. The people coming in hot don't want resolution. I just don't see this turning out good.
No, and people coming on your channel and calling Nosey all kind of bees and stuff, Sharrell. I would have dropped them right away. That is just so disrespectful.
Well, I let everybody talk because I said I would let everybody talk. So
yeah,
I did.
But when he started calling her bees and stuff, he was rude. That's not right. If you don't like Nosey, that's fine. You she ain't asking nobody to like her. I ain't asking nobody to like me. So I don't give a damn what people think. And whatever I say is my opinion and not Sharrell's world. So let me make that clear to all the nosy people that's watching, because I know they're watching. And I know her fans is in here watching in the bushes. Because
the police.
Why don't you give it a couple days?
Absolutely not, because my life and it's my life. So I'm not gonna sit around and wait for days. Somebody just threatened to kill me. Why would I wait days to see if they're gonna kill me? No. I'm gonna let the police know today that I've been threatened because of Nicki Minaj and her fans. I'm not gonna play with my life. I matter to me. So no, I'm not doing that at all. I don't let people do that to me. I don't let people bully me at all. I don't play none of that. So I'm not gonna sit around act like it's no big deal because I just said what happened to Redbone. They beat that girl. That girl was in the hospital. Not gonna be me. So all these delusional Barbs, they're gonna see when they get these charges for bullying, cyberbullying, and threats. Then I'm gonna see if Nicki's gonna go and post bail for all of them, and they're gonna see how much she loves them. And you know, when she don't come, maybe they'll realize that getting on here screaming and shouting like that. Listen, I love Whitney Houston, like with my whole entire soul, but I would never get on somebody's channel or anywhere and scream and yell at people about Whitney Houston. I just don't understand it. But I also had parents who loved me. So I think there's just a lot of really hurt people out there. And those are the people who flock to Nicki. Nicki draws in really, really, really damaged, severely scarred, hurt people. And
I really want this to stop because somebody's gonna get hurt. I want it to stop.
It ain't gonna be me. I don't know who it's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be one of the Barbs getting their ass whooped in jail, but I'm not gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be good. My dog is gonna be good. We're gonna be chilling right here in my place, and I'm gonna have a police report and restraining orders against everybody, including Nicki. I want a restraining order against her too. Because you don't do that. You don't send people to threaten my life, and you sit there and you like the comments. Like, that's cool when you're a public figure and have been for years.
Nicki, I want you to, I hope you see this. I want you to remember that people are going to talk about you. People are going to talk about your husband. You're a public figure. It might be best if you just stop fanning the flames. Stop. Just stop. Somebody's going to get hurt. And that's all I can say. I don't know.
Well,
okay. All right. Nosey, we'll see what happens from here. You're dead set on what you're going to do? And
absolutely.
All right. Woo! Listen, Barbs, y'all are wearing me out. Y'all are wearing me out. Y'all upset. Cardi's fans is upset. Nosey's fans is upset. This is a mess. And nobody's listening to me. I'm saying this has to stop. Now, since nobody's listening, Nosey, we'll see what happens from here. And
I know what I'm about to do. And, you know, I think that at this point, I need a lawyer. You can't send gang members to threaten to kill me because I said that your baby needs therapy and your baby has a wonky eye. You can't send people to threaten me to kill me over that. What's wrong with you?
This is a mess. Are you going back on tonight?
Yes.
What time?
I think so. It's already 6:22, maybe like 8, 9.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you're going to go back on tonight. I'm going to keep an eye on this story. I don't know where we go from here. I don't. But everybody involved, listen to me. This has to stop. It's enough blame to go around. Nobody's hands is clean. It needs to stop. Thank you, everyone, for calling in. If I didn't get to your call, I do apologize. I'm simply out of time. Nosey, I'll come on your channel later, and we'll just keep dealing with this. Thank you for coming, Nosey. All right, guys. Please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. If I didn't get a chance to talk to you, leave your comments in the comment section. This is a disaster waiting to happen. And I didn't realize till today how deep this goes. I hope nobody gets hurt. All right, y'all. Talk to you next time. Bye for now.